Time now for your latest weather forecast. Looks like it's going to rain today.
It's been way too long since I fished the river. We'd had a little bit of rain over the past few days, not a ton, but enough where I was like, all right, this could actually help pull these bass up shallow. Going into it, my plan was pretty simple. Start the morning fishing pads early with a swim jig, kind of shift gears into more of a bluegill type pattern. So at this point, I ended up finding some clear water and just committed to throwing bluegill style baits. One thing that actually worked pretty well was this Japanese finesse spinner bait called the knuckleball. I got a couple bites on the swim jig, which was good to see, but overall just felt like the areas didn't have a lot of life to them. At that point, I was still trying to figure things out, but honestly, I just love being out on the river. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and see if I can make this thing work. So for day 2, I went about an hour north, somewhere I'd never actually been before. So the idea was kind of a similar approach, but I really wanted to focus on the stronger current and maybe fish some dirtier water and just see if that made a difference. If a big bass swiping a swim jig doesn't get your blood pumping first thing in the morning, you're probably dead. It was a little late launching, so that bite was over before it really got going. So phase 2 of the plan was to find some bass eating bluegill. And I checked a couple points and a couple creeks before I really found what I was looking for. Found a lot of beautiful scenery, but no fish. So what I finally figured out was that these fish wanted a Texas rig, and they wanted it very finesse. Small hook, little 3-inch crawl style bait. And they also wanted like a twitching action, not just dragging it on the bottom, not popping it. They wanted it like kind of twitched and slow rolled. Never done that before, but it was the one thing that worked. So if you'll notice, most of this creek's banks are covered in lily pads and like pennywort. I found some stretches with less cover or no cover and immediately started seeing some activity. Bluegill chasing baby bass, bass eating bluegill, the whole 9 yards. I got dialed in on this little finesse Texas rig situation and the bass were really responding to it. So I was using light line, 10-pound leader, a little 1/16 ounce bullet weight. It was very sneaky. And again, just using that little twitch. We did that pattern until things really slowed down and then we started heading in. The river can be really challenging sometimes, especially during these transition periods. So I was really happy to be able to put something together and have a great day on the water. I've got a couple more videos coming up soon, including some St. Johns River videos where I really expand on the swim jig and flipping jig bite. That's a technique that I'm really trying to learn. If you subscribe, you won't miss those videos, but also you'll get to kind of join me on my journey as I learn how to work those baits. I definitely want to get more confidence in those techniques because they do catch big fish. And it's also just an awesome thing to watch. Having those bass come up on that swim jig and the pads is just, it's freaking awesome. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next video.